pick. Wouldn't be much of a surprise. Or ABBA 1. How many times have we seen Moo go for that or other teams try that?
So that is not the same account. That's a different account.
10 seconds
by the way.
remaining.
He is tagged as SGS Stinger, though, but in his
5
thing, he has
seconds remaining.
K1 in there. So, for some reason, Stinger went on a Smurf that has Alchemist as the top picked hero, which is Hector's favorite. Anyway, all right, whatever.
I will say there is one conspiracy theorist in Reddit who said the Peruvian caster chat, all his followers and friends confirm it.
Confirm what?
That it's Hector? I don't know. That's hearsay. All hearsay.
Why? Why, though? He's officially on the team. Why would they need to do that? It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Weird. Very odd. Very weird. Death Prophet picked up. As got the Bat Rider. Keeper of the Light. Ember. Death Prophet. Death Prophet could go off lane. Could go mid lane. But they've got the Ember too, right? So are they going to put the Ember mid or safe?
Yeah.
Like
That's a good question.
It's a lot of versatility going on right now.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
For some reason, I just feel like they're not going to send Kezu on the same hero twice in a row. But I know I said that last time with this exact same team, and then they did send Kezu on the exact same hero both times. He was just like, you know what, guys? I'll bite the bullet. Somebody's got to bite the bullet. But it would be a better Bat Rider position 5 game because he doesn't really like playing into this Abaddon. Just dispels the napalm. It's not cool.
Radiant team
Not cool at all. Damn, you don't see this hero too often these days.
Yeah, you usually see it like situationally against like a Phoenix, and that's it.
Yeah, kind of fallen off in the other respects. Like for a long time, it was picked because of her ultimate. It just does so much damage, but then they nerfed that a few times in a row, and all of a sudden, people just care about the little shredder against a Phoenix egg. Good against a Coddle. I mean, it's the same thing as a Phoenix egg.
Remaining.
That's exactly why they picked it. It's sad that that's what she's relegated to. It's like you hit eggs. That's what you do. You're an egg hitter.
You do nothing else.
Yep. If there's like something that the enemies place on the ground that needs to be killed fast, that is Snapfire's job. Everything else, she's just okay at, you know? Let's see. So that makes me think it's going to be an Abba carry.
10 seconds
Go for like the Radiance build. Run Abba into lane against the Bat Rider if you run that as a core.
Remaining.
Man, that
We'll see, like,
we saw
off
Ali on.
lane pick, maybe.
Last pick is for Crazy. Dude, didn't they have last pick in the first game?
I don't remember. Let me check. Crazy did have last pick. Yep. So 2 games in a row. They get some potential cancer pick, but really the only one that's that good right now is Broodmother. I suppose Timber's not bad either. That hero's kind of fallen off, but
has he been relegated to a cheese pick?
He's maybe not so much. I don't know. Timber's okay. It depends on who you ask, I think. Some offlaners still pick it. Others just pick it if they have like last pick. But you wouldn't want to do it into a Monkey King. You wouldn't want to Broodmother into a Monkey King either. So they, the last pick can't be really too cheesy for Crazy because there just aren't great cheese picks anymore. Like Meepo's bad. Tinker's bad. Huskar's pretty bad. Visage is, we've seen that not seems so great. It seems
Didn't
okay.
Do anything.
Yeah, didn't really do much, but it was okay. I mean, Envy played okay. It wasn't like he played bad. It was just fine. Just seemed like a normal hero, but that's not what Visage wants to do. He wants to be, aha, I got you, trump card. You activated my trap.
Gotta pick it with a Grimstroke, man. That's the way to do it.
You love that one. Never seen that before.
Yeah, I don't know why nobody else. Like, if you're gonna pick the Visage, you might as well go Grimstroke. Not a bad support. Gives you a lot. I feel like
that hero's kind of fallen off.
Yeah, it doesn't see as much play anymore.
For whatever reason. There's too much cheesy stuff happening in lanes. Everybody's trying to out-cheese each other.
Okay. So, Centaur... Safe lane Abba?
Man, Whisper always gets the boring heroes, doesn't he? I know Pango's fun, but
Yeah.
it just seems for the last at least couple of months, Whisper hasn't been on his like silencer off lanes or anything like that. He's always just a standard melee strength off laner guy.
10 seconds.
Pango,
remaining.
Mars, Centaur, Mode Boar.
5 seconds.
Whisper,
remaining.
I feel you, man. This is just how off lane. This is just how off lane is these days. Unless you're monkeys forever and you break the meta.
Yeah. He has been playing really well. And they go Ursa.
You may now select your
Okay.
heroes.
Surprised that this is making it through the draft in all of these games. This Ursa hero, it's the top pick in this tournament so far. Let me see. Top pick ban, I think. Oh no, it's
So most
actually not.
contested.
No, it's not. I'm totally wrong. It's up there though. Oh, whoops! I was clicking to crazy. It is up there. I was looking at that for the Zoomers game. It's Ursa's one of the top picks. And for some reason, these games today, nobody seems to care about it. But it's very good against Abaddon in lane. Very good against Monkey King and Centaur. These are all melee heroes. Ursa just destroys melee heroes.
So we'll see if who will take this game. Can Beast Coast close out the 2-0 and finish off Crazy, eliminate them from the event? Be interesting if they did. I feel like with the ping issues, that's definitely an accomplishment.
Yeah, true, but click the Stinger's profile here. But recently, Beast Coast did 2-0 EG, which, anytime you can do that, I think you're pretty feeling pretty solid. Like the thing with this team is that they can always beat anyone. You know what I mean? You can never count Beast Coast out, ever. Ping, no ping, whatever. They're just something else. So that's why, before they beat EG, like they were looking really rough at the start of the tournament. They were looking bad, and then all of a sudden, they just blow certain teams out of the water that maybe they shouldn't, or you wouldn't expect them to. And so today seems to be like an on day for Beast Coast,
Mm-hmm.
So if we have an on day for Beast Coast versus just regular Crazy, it kind of feels like Beast Coast will crush them. And imagine if this was on LAN too. Like this team is so scary on LAN.
And they really are impressive, and it's been that consistent performance from them that's really done them well.
Yeah, good for them. Elevate the entire SAC, and this team is legendary. Honestly, this team is, to me, they're like a TI2, TI3 Na'Vi at this point. You know what I mean? Like they're just absolutely legendary. So it's cool that they're all like roughly, together. Not physically because of COVID, but as much as you can be. Let's see, do we have anything weird going on here with these heroes?
Yeah.
Moonmeander, Ember, Brile mid on Death Prophet, Bat Rider off lane, Kezu. Yeah, Ritsu safe lane, Ursa. Nothing abnormal here.
We are paused with nobody disconnected, I'll say that.
Who paused? Oh, okay. So Moose paused and he said he's ready. So Crazy digging into their reserve time here. What do we got here? We have Hector or Stinger. I don't know which one. On Abaddon, I'm honestly leaning towards Stinger because I don't see why you would have Moose here if Hector was around. He is the coach.
That might be their preferential stand-in, even though Stinger just did so well.
No way. No way. It's got to be Stinger. No way they'd take Moose. This doesn't make any sense. I can't make sense of it. Man, look at the cat. Look at the little cute cat. Chris Luck. He's doing the same trick if you want to catch it on camera.
Yeah, I'm looking at him.
See how he's warding, and then he drops back to the courier after warding to turn into it again?
The courier actually looks like 2 different couriers. Yeah.
I don't know why he's just spam pinging himself. I don't know what he's saying or doing.
Look at me.
Oh! Oh, because he's around the trees. Oh, my goodness. Really? Last time he dipped back, and he wasn't surrounded by any trees.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh god, Schofield. In a bad spot. Has the aphotic shield from that presumed position 1 Abaddon. Is he back into the courier form? Yes, he is.
Yeah, Chris looks like he wants to fight this.
Oh, Moomiander playing another spirit. Here comes Stinger. Aphotic shield onto Schofield once again. He doesn't have Scatterblast for a couple of seconds. He'll try and turn. The Aphotic shield pops. He doesn't hit Moomiander, so he'll be giving up first blood.
First blood, right off the bat.
2 for 2 bounties with first blood. Pretty good for Crazy. This is a countered lane, though, so I feel like either way, Stinger / Hector is going to do perfectly fine. Because what can you really do to pressure an Abaddon with the Batrider core here? There's nothing. It's only Schofield that can die.
Ritsu bottom again. Early levels, just getting some harassment in. Whisper goes early into the Centaur into the Retaliate. And then moves. This is a classic combo. Telekinesis, Hoof Stomp, Retaliate, try to get a kill.
But they're up against a classic combo too. You know, this Caudal Ursa, you just have the permanent Earth Shock on the enemies. It's really quite ridiculous.
So, over mid, we take a look. Chris Luck, Bryle. We'll see how Chris Luck does again. He played the Monkey King in the last game, right?
Yep.
What I please.
Mode Boar. Mode play the same hero twice. If this was Gunner, he'd refuse to play it and want something fun. Look at Kezu, man. He's going for a 3rd wave, too, with these creep wave shenanigans. So greedy, but what can Schofield do? What can he do?
And Kezu. Just trying to get these stacks. And Moomiader's helping him. This is a little bit of what we saw when we saw the Batrider, or a Batrider, cut the last time. Ritsu, he ends up dead off screen. Sorry, I was getting very entranced by the farm, which probably I shouldn't. But when you're able to get 3 stacks like that, burn them out, this is something that we've seen someone like Monkeys Forever do.
It's so satisfying to get all those creeps at once. The cha-ching noise is the most satisfying thing.
Oh,
Suicide.
okay. Don't need to see that. We're good.
Yeah, I'm always mesmerized by these creep shenanigans, too.
It's hard not to be. It's because it's, you know, how do you retaliate against it? You know, what do you do, and the timings to line it up? That is pretty interesting.
Not much.
If you go back, get that courier. Oh. And then the the thing on top of it too is just bringing it over to try and get the neutral camp, get that extra added farm.
Once you have some levels. Okay, and here we have Whisper. Now Whisper's doing the same thing. It's just it creeps shenanigans in both lanes. Like nobody wants to lane. Who wants to lane against an Abba? Who wants to lane against an Ursa? They'll just beat you. I don't like losing. I like winning. Now he's being very annoying.
Ritsu, he's got that first death. He's 13-1, so it's not been too easy for him so far. He's coming over towards bottom. He's got telekinesis at the ready. Bat Rider, meanwhile, he's looking to grab another wave. Does so successfully. Not only that, but he's bottled up in Arcane Rune.
Like, Moon Meander's just jungling the easy cap. I can't believe it. This is so meta. And I don't see what else he can do. He's got no other purpose, so he may as well. We've seen Nature's Prophets do this. And now he's going to go stack. Dude, fascinating stuff. Just these little efficiencies are so cool to see.
So, does he use Slight to stack twice?
I don't think you can. I don't think it aggroes.
Never refuse gold given.
Schofield's gonna be so disappointed.
Oh, he just gets killed off by Ritsu, but a little back and forth here on the bounty runes. Geez, he was in the enemy triangle getting that kill. That's a bit of a shock.
Yeah. Nice one, I get it.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Whisper's just kiting the old wave over here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Who wants to play regular Dota?
Nobody.
Dire are
Nobody
scanning.
wants to play regular
When you've
Dota.
got a meta that's been around for so long, you change it yourself.
How do you react to it?
Not easily.
Oh. Seems like a pain.
I guess it has allowed Stinger to get to 6. He's doing well too, without the shenanigans.
Yeah. He's doing okay, but it's an ABBA. We've seen this before. It can look pretty mediocre, this carry ABBA hero. At least it has for us.
Whisper. One more shot. Ooh. Yeah, he'll end up dead. Didn't have a hoof stomp to stop that aggression. Ritsu just comes in and cleans up the centaur. Nobody else is here because Rubik's over mid.
Wow, just really pressuring. Man, Chris Luck, he's going for the kill.
Is under attack.
Can he get it?
He'll try. If he could get the Jingu to proc, he would have been able to do it potentially off that balance, but being one short makes it
Dire's middle
way
tower
tougher, and now you lose your mid tower.
The Earth Shock slow is just too much. It's really hard to chase an Ursa. Such a low cooldown as well.
Yeah, 55-second stun, or 55% slow, sorry, at a 6-second cooldown. And it lasts for 4 seconds. Yeah.
It's nuts. It's very nuts. This is exactly why people are maxing it. Now Whisper takes mid, and they put Chris Luck against the Ursa bot.
Radiant's middle
I don't know if this
tower
goes
is
well
under
for you,
attack.
though.
Doesn't exactly feel that easy. Ritsu, telekinesis, 1 shot, 2 shot, and kind of gives up on saving moves.
You came too close to what is mine.
If this Ursa wasn't so high level, Ritsu's huge. I mean, maybe you can make this lane rotation, but Chris Luck he's just gotta go kill people. They've got to combine cores. Oh, they're just swapping back.
Good start from Crazy. But we haven't really felt the Abaddon move. Granted, will the Abaddon move? He's trying to get into that Radiance as quickly as he can. And I think when he gets that, you definitely feel it a little bit more there. Kezu, though, with Moon Meander, putting some pressure on the Stinger and Schofield.
With that haste run, he is borderline immortal on Kezu.
Coming mid. Moon Meander really wanted the sight-searing chains. And, is it okay for Abaddon just to be farming here? Like, is the Radiance even going to be a tide-turning item?
Radiant are scanning.
It's so hard to say because you see it so infrequently.
Mm-hmm.
When we saw it before,
Radiant's
it
top
kind of felt
tower
like
is under attack.
less impactful than something like a Wraith King Radiance. But I suppose...
Lasso?
Schofield.
Yeah, Schofield dead. Within the Firefly Stampede, this is just to leave the mitts of Ritsu. And a lot of things used defensively. A lot of defensive play coming out. And Moose, he's killed as well.
Dire structures are fortified.
Yeah,
All the while, Chris Locke, yeah. He's trying to run. He's trying to get out. 3 stacks of sticky napalm. And he just escapes.
Dire's bottom tower
I think that's also due to the fact that, Flame Break was on cooldown and he doesn't have the mana for it.
Schofield TP's in too and just makes it a little bit harder to go for that kill. Kezu's huge, man.
Dire's middle tower is under
The
attack.
3 cores on Crazy are all just free farming, but we saw this last game though. Like, this is exactly how it looked. And then Beastcoast started fighting and just completely dumpstering Crazy in the fights.
That should help.
Whisper was getting equally destroyed last game on the Pangolier. Probably more, honestly. His game's not that bad.
Dire are scanning.
$3K net worth lead for Crazy as they continue to just have a great time in every single lane, and we see the Bat Rider continuing to have a presence all over the place, and then the Moomiander on the Ember, like, he's having a good game too. Ooh,
Dire's bottom
Centaur dead
tower
once
is
again, and they're just under the tier 1 tower pressuring. They're not alleviating the situation for Beast Coast.
And Moon too. Because he's level 6, he can just go sit up in this lane versus the Abaddon, and there's not much that Hector/Stinger can do up here about this.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Just blinks
attack.
away
Bottom
if
tower
he needs to
is
with
fortified.
the ultimate.
This is not a game that looks like it's going to go as well for Beast Coast as the last one, but I say that, and I think it kind of relies on the fact that Abaddon gets this Radiance, and we'll see what he's able to do and accomplish afterwards. Because the Monkey King had a slow start the last game too, right?
I mean, man, if you look at this, net worth graph or this net worth list, it looks exactly like Hector Beast Coast, doesn't it?
Just farm.
Like, just everybody on Beast Coast is all at the bottom, and then it's
Dire's
Hector
middle
way at the
tower
top.
is under attack.
That's what this looks like. And he's got a casual glove of haste. Yo, this has got to be Hector.
That's the difference from the last game to this, is the casual gloves of haste. The telltale
Absolutely.
sign.
Absolutely. The accounts change too, and all of a sudden the glove of haste comes out. This is Hector, 100%.
That was a cool move by Schofield. Scatterblast on this camp draws him down for Chris Luck to use the balance strike and hit all these creeps.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Small little efficiency things like that, man. That's what makes the world go round. The Dota world. Kezu. You don't want Schofield, do you? That's an easy kill. Come on, it's like a wolf picking on sheep. Well, I suppose they do that, but they shouldn't. Sheep are great.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Lasso. Will-O-Wisp is also down, so the control is continual. And Chris Luck doesn't really have a way out of it.
Dire's top tower is under
Number 2
attack.
looking a lot better this game. Really feeling himself with this Ursa pick.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
He's owning.
Chris Luck again. And Moomiander, you could just put so much pressure on. He's not as farmed as the offlane for Beast Coast, but he's certainly got quite a bit going on for him in terms of experience and the net worth he's got so far.
Once again, I love that Moon does this. He always does this when he plays these Spirit Heroes. He just plays on the absolute cusp of where his team is allowed to be aggressive. Like, he will always play right in the enemy jungle. He will always play the most dangerous lane and just in your face. Sometimes he dies, but man, it makes so much space.
Structures are fortified.
Whisper coming over and just 300 gold away from finishing off this Radiance, and actually Whisper delivers a creep wave to him.
All right, dude, that's got to be Hector. That's got to be Hector. If Whisper's delivering him creep waves, there's no way that Whisper's delivering Stinger creep waves. I'm sorry, that doesn't happen.
Is Radiance enough in this situation? Not that I think it's, you know, the end-all be-all of items to this game, but, you know, you've been waiting 15 minutes, you've been putting a majority of your farm here on the Abaddon, and now all he's got is Radiance. Like, is that game-changing enough?
You would hope so if you're Beast Coast. I think it's good timing. I think they can go fight soon with this. It's definitely pretty hard for the Ursa.
Fire Snap Cookie, Telekinesis, and
they
has the
just
Stolen Lasso. They'll kill Bryle. Lasso on a Schofield. Thinking about the Wukongs, but there is the Will-O-Wisp. So now do they try to turn it? Sleight of Fist, moves low, trying to turn. Fabled hits, they get the kill on a Kezu. They lose moves, but 2 big kills for the side of Beast Coast, and maybe it is enough. Hector going forward and burning Moon Meander really quite low.
That was very nice. Just super solid team play from Beast Coast. Same thing we saw last game, too. Exact same thing we saw. All right, time for Stinger to hop on and play.
Somebody tweeted and said, it is Hector in map 2. Also played both games versus EG.
Cool. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, Stinger did a great job, but man, Hector is... I'm sounding like a fanboy. For the record, Hector hates me, but I think he's insanely good. He doesn't hate me, he just flames a lot in pubs. That's just NA Dota for you. SA Dota. Hector is back. Well, not yet in this game, but you know, game 2.
Is anybody actually trying here? No? -1 on Bryle?
I just hide it, man. I just hide it. Hide my shame.
I got you guys.
My shame.
Ogre's here, Morphling's here, and Chen is... Fuck. There. Got him. Alright, next one. Go. G. I'm ready.
A long time to see that. New glasses?
I'm
4
wearing
eyes.
glasses. I am 4 eyes.
Radiant
I have a double astigmatism. Might even be 8 eyes.
I actually need glasses. I've been staring so much at computer screens. Look at this. Look at Whisper. He's showing bot. His Blink Dagger. He put it on the courier so they don't know he has it. Really nice.
Efficient.
Yeah, see, he's got it now, so.
Won't give up that information.
He's got the Blink reveal.
I just got a new prescription on my glasses, by the way, and I take my glasses off, I think I'm blind.
Man.
That's what glasses do to you.
10 feet away.
You get glasses, you
grocery
get the
store.
correction, and then you've been corrected so long, the second you take them off, you can't see anything.
That's what I'm worried about.
It's all,
I feel like
it's a pyramid scheme.
This is bliss. Yeah, that sounds illegal. They should ban glasses.
Blink, ooh, hoof stomp? I actually won't get it. Fire Snap Cookie doesn't land either. So that's the Blink reveal. Not the best, that's for sure.
Ping. It's ping issue.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Hector's getting so far, man. He's somehow out farming an Ursa with Battle Fury.
Battle Fury.
You know how he's doing it? Did you see that? The item dropped and he pings for Schofield to go pick it up. There aren't jungle camps over there, Schofield. Go do your job and support me.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Bkop picked up here for crazy. We'll see if that stays. It doesn't look like it stayed on Ritsu, but who is that going on? Probably the Ember, if anybody.
Maybe.
Smoke play on the high ground. Meander has his smoke broken. They're in a row. You assume Beast Coast understand that now with the positioning of these players, especially when they catch Kezu.
Look at Schofield's ward. Just beautiful. He scouts all of this with that. Invis on Centaur. Oh.
Oh, Mortimer's Kisses. Will-Wisp is in, but Bryle's already dead. They'll telekinesis the Earth, so they've got the Wukongs down. So yes, they have the Will-Wisp in, but you can't really fight into the Wukongs at the moment. And Abaddon's looking to just chase. Goes for a moment. They'll go for the tier 1 tower mid. And get it.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh. Meander.
Very nice. He's playing exceptionally, honestly, in both of these games. Meander, that is.
Whisper. He gets caught. Hope Stomp stuns both of them, but he doesn't have Stampede. He just has the Essence Ring, and he's not going to survive. Although it's been a Centaur that's really taken a back step for both the Monkey King and the Abaddon to get farm. Like, he's got his Blink Dagger. Now he just needs levels, it seems like. Not exactly looking for farm priority overall.
It's kind of 3 supports and then...
Lasso onto the Snapfire. And they've got enough to lock down Schofield, but again, it's another pickoff for Crazy that not much value in killing off the Snapfire, but certainly when you can string together the pickoffs, you're not upset about it.
Man, look at Hector's quick buy. I swear to God, he does these exact same items no matter what hero he's on. Ridiculous.
Yule's Exorcism, there's the stun, but Meander comes in with a Remnant. The damage being done on a Whisper, he is overwhelmed very quickly.
They don't want to give up this Roche. Double damage on Ritsu, though. That's pretty big.
God. He's then able to take Roche so quickly. Mortimer's Kisses coming in, and Ritsu pops the Enrage, but Abaddon, borrowed time, can he get in there? No, he can't. Aegis on the deck, Will-O-Wisp used, Wukong's command comes in, Fire Stab Cookie to get him out of the Will-O-Wisp, but they've got the damage to get the kill. Ritsu on the run, looking for more, goes after Schofield, but Scatterblast pops the Aegis. Bryle's also sitting low, Moose is here, but surrounded. They pop the Aegis pretty quickly, but they do lose 3 for it, including Hector.
Yeah, that's the big one. He was feeling immortal. Finally has his first death. I mean, this is exactly why the Abaddon is not as much of a threat as the Wraith King. The Wraith King comes back alive and he slows you, and you have to wait all this duration and crits you in the face. The Abaddon's kind of just like he just has the respawn, but nothing else of Wraith King. That's kind of how it feels. Oof.
Chris Luck here, looking for Meander, Searing Chains though. Stolen by the Rubik. Not that big of a deal just yet.
Moon is so farmed though, it's so hard to kill him. He's got tons of armor.
Dire's structures are
And
fortified.
move speed too.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower.
Ritsu's got a full BKB now. Make these fights even harder for Beast Coast.
How about I go an AC and then Silver Edge?
Yep. That's the Hector build.
Ooh. Kezu did, but Rubik. Well, we'll trade. Chris thinks about staying. He's on the trees. They've got the vision. He has a BKB. But he needs to be very careful as Ritsu's coming along.
Ooh, nice ancient stack. Juicy. Oh, Will-O-Wisp on Chris Luck.
BKB Forest, Wukong's. He'll go after Ritsu, and he's starting to trade pretty well, but there's the Enrage. If they can get up on him and pull him back, maybe there's something. But just nobody to really close the gap and be that control for you.
Force the abilities. Force the BKB too. You can fight if you're crazy, I think.
That's the biggest part, is that BKB. Ritsu still has a 10-second BKB. Like, he is certainly ready to fight.
And they're pinging for Mood Meander.
They really... Oh! Chris Luck.
Oh,
I think he really...
no.
Yeah, he needed that.
and Whisper had the blink stun too, so it's just
Now they look
very
over
rough.
at Ritsu. Earthshock. Owie here. Earthshock again. How do you even keep up with that? Alright, Flame Break brings moves over. They've got the lasso. Question is, will he die for this? With Brio being here, he won't be able to steal it. Balance Strike again misses from Chris Lock, and that'll be Moo's dead.
What's the play, Hector? Are you gonna get a rapier or are you gonna go your regular build? I feel like a rapier wouldn't even, like on this hero, it doesn't really do anything. Hector usually sticks to his build anyway, even if a rapier is good.
I don't know if you can get it now. You need like the AC first, right?
I don't even think like a rapier would do anything for him.
Well, what about with the extra
After
70 damage
Ah,
at level 20?
I think he'll probably just do a silver edge. Like an abyssal, like that's probably the biggest game-changing item he could get after the AC. I think.
Sounds on a Chris Luck. Flame Break. They don't have a lasso, but they will have some help with Ritsu coming in. BKB's been popped. Balance Strike on it too. They've got the telekinesis too. They have the damage to get the kill here on Ritsu. We'll pop the BKB. Whisper on the run. And now looking over at Chris Luck. Exorcism's been popped. BKB about to run out on Ritsu. Brile, he's got his. The damage is there. They'll take out the Monkey King. Will-O-Wisp is killed by Schofield. As now coming in is the Abaddon. Blink, Hoof Stomp, Lasso on Abba. And Mortimer's Kisses, it just doesn't seem to be enough from Beast Coast from any aspect of this fight. Ritsu won't even drop. Nobody dead on the side of Crazy. And they go after moves. They get a full team wipe. And Beast Coast, they hit the floor hard.
Coddle seems like a really good answer to this Monkey King hero. Just, you throw the ball in the Monkey King ult, or you can cause him to miss, or maybe even knock him out of the Monkey King ult with the blinding light. It really nullified Chris Luck's ability to just turn and kill Ritsu there, who I think was relatively overcommitted if it wasn't for the Coddle.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, Owie should die up here, right?
You'd think. Oh, God.
Dire's bottom tower is
Just gets
under
the TV out.
Doesn't want to go. He pings the outpost. He's afraid that the TPs will come if he commits a blink. Very fearful this game compared
You'll
to
silence. Oh, silence actually mistimed, but no worries. They still get the kill.
What is Bryle working with for neutral items? He doesn't have one right now.
It's not like he doesn't have something to choose from. Their essence ring is unknown. Oh yeah, Centaur picked it up.
That was stolen. It was Chris Luck who picked it up. He found it on a camp. Like they literally just left it there. Crazy just didn't see it for some reason. Ooh, Chris, no. Just trying to split push. What can you do?
Next Roche, not too far away.
Paladin sword. That's not bad.
Dire's top tower
That's a good
is
item.
under attack.
That's a good item when you're losing, especially.
Yeah, and now they're going to go for him, though. The body box from Kezu, look at that. Really well done. That'll push him back. Sleight of Fist Searing Chains onto 2. The pop the borrowed time. The Essence Ring from Whisper with the Stampede, but they've got the control where he's not getting anywhere despite the speed. And they find moves again. And it has been a rains it pours situation for Beast Coast. Can't get out of anything.
Bring Stinger back. Hector's ruining this game.
Dire's bottom tower
just
has
kidding.
fallen.
Crazy's just playing this one really, really well. Like they transition from a dominating laning phase to taking over complete control of the map. Like this has been cat and mouse for the entire game, with Crazy being the cats. Here we go again. Chris Luck again.
They're taking him to dinner every time.
It's all he can do. All he can do is try to go out for dinner. And, you know, he just wants to eat some pizza crust from some garbage bins. And all of a sudden, no, get out of here. Those are my pizza crusts. Say, Crazy. You have to pay for those. These are our garbage bins. You get my analogy, right?
Yeah. I look at this and it's just... Abaddon doesn't feel like one of those heroes that can carry a game for you. Like, if the Monkey King had recovered, if Chris Luck could come back, maybe. But he's so far behind anything that I think is going to be even feasible at this point.
Brother, I am also not sold on the Abaddon.
And they find themselves the Centaur. They kind of let them retreat because they've got Abaddon by himself. He's on the run back. He does have the borrowed time. Will-O-Wisp with the Aphotic Shield. Eventually he'll be able to pop it. But now he's slept. They don't do any damage to him to keep him low. They force the Stampede, so just escaping.
Man, do you know you can't press Abaddon ulti in the Will-O-Wisp? Oh wait, maybe he was silenced. I'm dumb. I don't know. I didn't see. He's got so many statuses above his head.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Paladin sword. Ugh. What a one to grab.
Man, look at Moon Meander. He's got Solar Crest Deso. He's just full core mode at this point with a
Dire
Orb of
are
Destruction.
scanning.
Death Prophet with Paladin Sword. Yeah, that's a nice one. Just amplifying that Spirit Siphon.
I'll look for the Bat Rider. Wukong's used. Balance Strike is there. They've got the continual lockdown to kill off Kezu. When they're able to pull this off, it's nice, but it does cost them a bit. You know, having that Wukong's on cooldown, yes, you kill the Bat Rider, but there's the Aegis and Cheese in the hands of Crazy.
Ursa has a Satanic as well at this point.
Radiant's
So
bottom
he's sitting
tower is
on
under attack.
53%
Radiant
status
structures
resistance
are fortified.
without pressing his ultimate,
structures are
which gives
fortified.
50%. This guy's going to have 78% status resist. Whisper?
Jumps at Whisper, uses that ult, so that puts him at
Doesn't do
76.5% status resistance, and one more shot, Ritsu is wicked sick.
How do you like? This has got to be something that gets changed in the next patch. I swear, status resist in the late game seems like there's no answer for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when everybody can build rapiers just because they have so much status resist that they feel like they won't die. That's when you know, there are some problems.
Dire's top tower is under
Such is
attack.
life in Dota.
Looks like Ritsu's just gonna jump forward.
Radiant's bottom tower
There's no reason not to. What can Abaddon do? He's got an AC, but still, there just doesn't feel like he has any answer for this.
Hector's got his patented Shadow Blade. Let's see what he does with it.
Nope, it's over. They've got a sentry right there. So they have the vision of Hector. They throw down the Wukongs, they'll pop the Manta, and Hector's got to move forward still. BKB, Ritsu on the run, doesn't lose the Aegis. Wukong's expended, they get nothing for it. So still a 22,000 net worth lead. They hold the Aegis, they'll hold the cheese. Axe next for the Snapfire.
That's a hilarious Axe. I've never seen it actually do work though. People keep saying how broken it is. I just haven't seen it. You know, I've witnessed it do something important.
Telekinesis, but just on a Kezu behind them, Abaddon's going in.
Who can you break in this game? I was wondering what it is that Hector's doing with the Silver Edge when he gets one.
Not certain.
Like with Wraith King, you can pop somebody, right? It's like for ganking people. But Abba, I don't know.
Oh, Chris Hawk. Right into the lasso, right into the damage. Another kill onto the Monkey King. He's been working on this Scotty for a while.
He's just food. He's been feeding up here for 15 minutes straight. Somebody's got to do it, though.
Dire's top barracks are under
Right up for the racks. And this has been very much a one-sided affair that Beast Coast have had no answer for so far.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Evan's Halberd might actually help them out a little bit, but we'll see how much it does. I like this play by the Batrider. Fall back, push out mid, have these creeps come in.
Yeah, 2 lanes instead of 1.
Oh gosh, Abaddon, again. Just getting hit up really hard, hit with the Yules, and now he's got to retreat. Hector can't really do anything.
No more. Only one more repair kit to work with, but people will typically save that for Throne or like a Rax or something like that. Oh, they're going to use it on the second tier 3.
With Exorcism used, again, I'm not really certain how they get into this one. They'll throw down the Wukongs. They've got the Balance Strike with the Hoof Stomp. Do they have the damage to kill off Bryle? He hasn't exactly been the biggest problem in these fights, but now they eat the cheese, so he's back up. Borrowed time is popped. The Will-O-Wisp pulls him in. They've got the lasso. Nothing to stop that. They'll lose Hector. And dead for 85 seconds. That might just be it. Chris Hook pops his own BKB. They hit the Heaven's Halberd on Ritsu, but, well, status resistance. It's a thing.
Is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Almost not even a point in putting it on him.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
1.2 second disarm. Oh,
Dire's
boy.
middle barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom
Pathetic, he
tower
says.
is under attack.
So he just expires. It's about to be Mega Creeps. They'll have Abaddon in 45 seconds, but by then they'll have no base.
Hector still has queued up his regular build. No rapier, nothing crazy.
Schofield.
Classic Hector.
Radiant now have mega creeps.
He's got the Gobble Up and the Spit Out. We'll even use it.
Not bad for Whisper, not bad for Hector. Throw them in. We'll see.
Go for the tier 4 towers. Flame Break comes in once again. It's just very, right there for you. They do the spit out right onto this, Ursa, but Chris Luck already needing to run. The Abyss Blade comes in. That'll keep him close. Godlike for Ritsu. Looks over at Abaddon, who has borrowed time, but instead they'll just call GG. He'll finally pop it. They've got the Yules. Mortimer's Kisses doesn't do anything, and Crazy will take game 2. 2 series, 2 game 3s.
Yeah, what a solid game from them. I mean, very disciplined. I think if this wasn't the playoffs to a major tournament, they would be, possibly trying to end the game earlier. I know a lot of people also are traumatized by trying to go and take tier 3s in this patch and tier 2s ever since they added the split shot and buffed those towers. It's been notoriously difficult to go do that. So very disciplined from Crazy, but to me, what this looked like was basically a massive laning stage and early game victory and outplay. And then basically Crazy just, played the map, took towers, just executed pretty standard Dota, and didn't make mistakes.
Yeah,
Any big mistakes, I should say.
From early from the draft, it seemed like it was their game to lose, and they don't lose it. They push to a game 3. It's an elimination series. Crazy 1, Beast Coast 1. Will we see Hector? Will we see Stinger? We'll be back with game 3 in just a bit. So stay tuned. Stay right there. Get yourself some water and come on back.